It's supposed to be here by now.
I can't concentrate!
I need to think. This is my brother, Pierce. He spends most of his time in electronic la-la land, so he's kind of hard to interact with. He's lucky, I guess. It's a good survival strategy. He doesn't need other humans or anything. He's like a lower life form operating at a reduced state of consciousness. Eat, sleep, shit, stare at his screen, jerk off, probably, I don't know, I don't want to think about it. He's part of the machine already, totally plugged in. He used to have a personality, but life sucked it out of him already, and he surrendered willingly. He took the divorce badly, you know. But he's easier to manage like this, as long as you keep him attached to the electronic nipple. So, I just have to sit here with this total fuckwit who has the same DNA as me, but that's where the similarities end, luckily, and wait while these random adults in their pathetic attempts to be happy control my fate. Where the hell are they? Mum's gapped it as usual. She still can't handle it, the situation, our family train wreck. So whenever Dad comes to pick us up for these legally required but otherwise totally pointless visits, she goes out. As soon as I'm 16, I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. And this time I'm prepared. I've got the tent, and I'm sleeping outside, so I don't have to pretend I care about any of them. Last time, the first time we went down there since they moved in together, it was gross. All Pierce did was stare at Dad's girlfriend's rack, which she doesn't exactly conceal, while she basically draped herself all over Dad and called him disgusting shit like hun and darl all the time. And then at night, oh yeah, I got no sleep. And that makes me kind of vicious. So the next morning, I wrote a poem on the bathroom mirror with soap. It went, bimbo, bimbo, legs akimbo. And she goes in there and sees it, and then has to go and ask Dad what akimbo means, of course. And it means this. And then he comes into my room and starts yelling at me and ranting on about how we're still a family and he's trying to make a fresh start and I've got to respect that. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing, he decides we're going to have a family breakfast. Really bad idea. First he makes me apologize to her. She's still all red-eyed and puffy, it's so tragic. And we're sitting there in this mega awkward silence. And she's supposed to be warming the croissants, but she burns them instead. And this huge puff of black smoke comes out of the oven when she opens it. And then she burns her hand on the tray and screams and throws it in the sink. And then the smoke alarm goes off. So I start laughing. And then she totally loses it and calls me a little bitch and says it's all my fault. Next thing, douchebag and I are on the way back home again. Mum says we have to give it another go, and that Dad has to do his fair share as well. Even though she'll probably just sit at home and cry and feel sorry for herself the whole time we're away. Pierce, you are a freak, a mutant, total zero! You will never pierce anything, except for some stupid female who's willing enough to let you. You're just a machine, aren't you, Pierce? What? Do you think we're related? Unfortunately. What's your problem? Do you really want to know? No. 1, I'm related to you. 2, we have to spend the next week with Dad and his dipshit girlfriend. The most boring town in the world, where nothing interesting ever happens. It's so fucking unfair! Her name's Tony, right? With an I, of course. And when she writes her name, she does a stupid little circle above her eyes instead of a dot. That totally says it all about her. She's not a real person. She's like an accessory. Hi, I'm Tony. Tony. Airhead. Badge tits. Stereotype. Stepford wife. Bitch whore. Cunt face. She's one of those sad retards who likes everything on Facebook. You could post, Tony has shit for brains, and she'd like it. And when they go, what's on your mind? She hasn't got the guts to be honest and be like, nothing, as usual. Or like, what mind? She'll just post some lame little comment about her meaningless life and how happy she is. Or a picture of her photoshopped, botoxed, munted, ugly face. And make for some even sadder person to like that. She is so dumb. I guess she must be, to be with him. He's 10 years older than her, and he definitely doesn't want any more kids. Then after Pierce went so badly wrong, so it won't last. She works in real estate, which is just another way to prostitute herself. But she might as well have, don't ask me what I want to do with my life, just impregnate me, tattooed on her forehead. She totally hates me, and I know she hasn't forgiven me for the mirror thing. Pierce likes her though, don't you, Pierce? And they get on well. They've both got like single-figure IQs and, you know, shared interests, like her balcony. He'll be pretty much hypnotized by those bolt-ons the whole weekend. Good investment, Tony. Nice piece of unreal estate. I hate you, you dumb fuck! Not really. I pity you. I feel sorry for you. You're a tragic waste of space. No, you're too pathetic to be tragic. Your name means rock, as in stone, as in solid lump of inanimate, dense shit. You don't actually feel anything. You're numb. And instead of reacting, you just sit there and dumbly wait for the next thing. And that's what your whole life will be like. You'll never rise above the basic level of consciousness and do something beautiful and poetic and glorious before dying spectacularly. Like me, when I get out of this limbo, this purgatory, this hell. I should just go. I should just go. Yeah, fuck suburbia. I'm so sick of this soulless, manicured nightmare where nothing interesting ever happens. Just people washing their cars and consuming shit and mowing their lawns at 7 a.m. and having midlife crises and replacing their wives with pieces of silicon fuck flesh they found on the internet, like Tony. Would you like me to load the dishwasher, then lie in my bikini on the lawn next to your nice clean car, so that the neighbours can see you've succeeded in life because you've got nice stuff and you can still get it up? And that's all you care about? Even though your children hate you, you've wasted your life and your meaningless little existence will soon end? Like, why the fuck would anyone mow their lawn at 7 a.m. on a Sunday unless they really hated themselves? These people are disgusting. They're so fat that when they have to pick up the turds that their stupid, ugly little dogs do on the pavement, they have to kneel and put their hand in a plastic bag and pick up still warm lumps of shit and then carry it home with them. How totally humiliating is that? Is that what their lives are for? And how can they name these streets after poets? It's actually obscene. I mean, Shakespeare Street? More like Shakespeare's suicide hotspot. And fucking Wordsworth Way? What's poetic about carbon copy houses full of people who are just so fucking bored? And our street's the worst. Not only is it a no exit, how ironic is that, but it's called Rambo Close. Rambo. Fucking Rambo Close. If they'd had a sense of humour, they'd have spelled it R-A-M-B-O, and then maybe someone would have been inspired to mow these fuckers down with an AK-47. But Rambo? The poet? For years I didn't even know. And then one day I googled him. Rambo. 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 A season in hell. I've been there my whole fucking life. Rambo, you're so beautiful. So crazy. So totally crazy and angry and desperate. And you escaped. I want to escape. Where's my Rambo? Yeah, I should just go. I've got the tent and the sleeping bag. And even if someone rips open the tent, rapes me and cuts my throat, at least I won't have to be old and disgusting and pick up dog shit for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm going. I'm not afraid. Bring it on. They're here, retard.